pa kami maalis. Nandito pa kami. Hello, koala. Koala, where are you? Welcome to my life. We're in New York.
Hey, good afternoon. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the Circle Line's landmark cruise. So, we're going to be starting our boat ride in just a few minutes. And what we're going to do here today, we will back out onto the Hudson River behind us, and we're going to head south, down the Hudson. In fact, we'll head right out onto the Upper Bay of New York. We'll get a great view of the Statue of Liberty today, of course. We're going to be right up close to view the statue this afternoon. But we turn the statue, we're going to head up the East River, the other side of the island. We'll sail by the South Street Seaport today and, under the Brooklyn Bridge. And we'll eventually turn on the East River, which we'll head back down. And we'll head back up the Hudson for the return trip right back here to be ready for it. My name is Chris. I'll be pointing out some of the highlights along the way. So you're right downstairs on the main deck, towards the back of the boat. We do have a cafe on board. If you're hungry or thirsty during the ride, sandwiches and hot dogs, and there's beer and wine and mixed drinks, a whole bunch of good stuff. That's right downstairs at the back of the boat. By the way, on this second deck, on this middle deck, on the inner cabin, we have a little cafe set up here too. If you want to grab a quick beer, we have beverages and snacks up here too. The restrooms, the bathrooms, you want to get back down to that main deck. I'm going to say midship. Both sides of the boat, you will find these stairwells, and they'll bring you down below. Toilets, bathrooms, all the way downstairs for the restrooms. And you got a nice summer, sticky, hot day here in New York City. It looks like most of you guys found the nice seats. You got the sun deck in the back. But I do want to let you know, it looks like we got a pretty big crowd here today. When we leave the pier in a few minutes, they're going to open up the bow of the boat. That's where you boarded this vessel. That's the very front of the boat. That's the bow downstairs. That's going to be open for the whole ride. So you're more than welcome to head down there too. Nice day to be outside. It's not open yet. It will be once we're underway.
Hello, Miss Nikki.
And really, we should be shoving off, in just a few minutes. In fact, I'm going to join you guys when we're out there on the Hudson. So, we'll see you in a few minutes.
Salamat sa pagpapasok. Hello po, Rosemary Vlog. Dito kami ngayon sa New York. Masyal kami. And guys, pupunta kami sa Statue of Liberty. Pumalis yung bangka. Oras kaya sa alis. Don't hold my bag. Nanikaw, meron nasa second floor kami po. Bakal lang yung ibang boat. ako sa puwang ko. Hello po. Ma'am Nori. Vlogger. Ayan, nakapamasyal. Hello, Ma'am Nori. Hello. Dito kami sa York ngayon. Namasyal po kami. Punta kami sa Statue of Liberty. Hindi ko nadala yung ano ko eh. New York po, New York. Punta kami sa Statue of Liberty. Ito po, ferry. Boat na malaki. Hanggang third floor siya, guys. Nasa second floor kami. Sobrang init ngayon. Daming tao sa taas. Hindi nakasya yung iba. So, siguro puno na rin yung sa baba. Meron din sa third floor yan, guys. Namasyal kami ngayon. Pasyal namin yung dalawang kids namin. Ito yung nasa likod. And guys, hintayin natin yung ano, hintayin natin gumana yung bangka. Ayan, lumaano na siya. Lumalarga na. Alis na siya, guys. And guys, stay tuned lang para makita nyo si Statue of Liberty. Nalalawin na rin ako po. Ano pamit ko? Yan guys, tatayo ako. Ayan o. Matras na ba? Good friend, good. Ayun, pinipicturean niya yung airplane na balloon at air balloon.
Air balloon.
Air balloon nga. Air balloon. Airplane. Airplane nga. Pero airplane yun.
Hindi, airplane yan.
Air balloon. Ito. Hello, Edlin. How are you? Edlin. Ito kami sa New York. Pasyal. Pag may time. May galaw siya. Hello, Noel, ma'am. Ayan, oh. Hindi pa ba umatras? Larga na, puno na eh. Sobrang init, guys. Kaya ito, naka-bucket hat. Oh, nandito kami sa boat. Malaking boat. Namasyal kami. Yan. Atras na. Kami sa Statue of Liberty. Sige po, sige. Ma'am Rose, thank you sa support. Thank you. Salamat po. Thank you. Onaida. Enjoy. Salamat, Edlin. Salamat sa inyo. Ano eh, maaraw kaya siguro malo. One hour boat ride. Okay, bingo muna kayo. 1 hour boat ride tayo, guys. Hello, Abdullah. This is New York, guys. New York. We are here in New York. Ay, nakikita mo ba yung ano doon? Philippine flag? Yung mga flags. Ingat, salamat. Misuki, salamat, Edlin. Thank you sa inyo. Pasyal. Hello, Sir Noel. Thank you. Welcome to Love. Thank you. Thank you sa pa-member. Ito po kami ngayon sa New York. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Uki. Yung speedboat, yung speedboat niya pinakita kanina, 30 minutes lang ang ride. Ay, 30 minutes ride lang. Ito, 1 hour niya. Pero kung gusto mo ng mas matagal, merong 2.5 hours. Kasi yung parking namin, hanggang 3:30 lang siya. Pag kinuha namin yung matagal, abot kami mga 4 o'clock. Kaya, ito na lang, kasi baka ma-cover yung parking. Car nakapark dyan sa side. Ayun guys, yan na, lalabas na. Nalaglag yung cellphone natin dyan. Careful, baka mo mabuti yung cellphone mo, huwag mo ilabas. May pila lang beauty. Ayan po, malis na yung boat. Palayo na kami guys, ayan. Lumayo kami sa atras na siya. Bye bye.
Ito tayong tatapos.
Oh yeah, punta tayo doon sa base, no?
Base.
Oh yeah, punta kami mamaya doon sa mga aeroplano. Ayan, no, mga Navy base, Air Force base. Nakapak yung mga guys. Cellphone mo takal namin. Tabigla ay mapaldog. May pakalwal, Mike. Yan guys, tumatras na kami. Yan. Tayo na namin guys. May patas. Tignan mo pala. Talan nito. Ayan. Hello po. Ang Dory, Batikan. Yan. Dito kami sa New York.
We are officially on our way.
Yan.
For those of you just coming out, welcome aboard. Welcome to the Circle Lines Landmark.
Ano yan,
Just a couple of
pang-cruise
quick
yan,
safety
ha?
announcements, if I could.
Kung gusto mo
As
mag-cruise,
far as
ayan
the
ang
life
sakyan mo.
jackets go, on the
Malayo na
stairwell,
pupunta yan. Pupunta
there are
yan
these
ng
storage compartments.
Pupunta
And
yan
inside these compartments, that's where we keep our life jackets, which the crew will help distribute and don if needed. But you know, these life jackets, they're light in weight. They slip over your head, and there's one strap only. The strap that goes around the back clips onto the front. And again, they're on all levels. But really, in the event of an emergency, if you could just listen for instruction, whether it be from myself or the other crew members. Hey, smoking is not permitted. We do thank you for that. And you guys want to take a real quick look over your left shoulder? Got a couple things going on here today. I have a visiting
Ganda,
ocean
left
liner
shoulder
in
daw.
town today.
Hello po, Ate
You're looking
Ned.
at the Norwegian Joy, the deep water piers of the passenger ship terminal. So yeah, big ship, almost 1,100 feet in length. carry about 4,000 passengers, 18 decks, and she's going to be heading down to Bermuda this afternoon about 4 o'clock. And by the way, there's an aircraft carrier on the south side of what is Pier 86. The aircraft carrier is the Intrepid, is the USS Intrepid. She's a big flying ship. She served during World War II, Korea, Vietnam. But she's a museum in New York City now. A Sea, Air, and Space Museum.
Yan daw yung aircraft
Actually
na
been here since 1982. And I
aircraft na
don't
pang
know if we're going to
airport.
get a closer look later on.
Pang-lab.
But if you look over your left shoulder, you see there's an
Yan,
aeroplane.
umalis na kami guys. Papunta na kami ng
You
Statue
can
of
make out the
Liberty.
tail end. That's one of the retired British Airways Concords, which has been in this museum for years. And by the way, that's the one that set the record from New York to London. It was in 1996. The timing of it was 2 hours, 52 minutes, and 59 seconds, but that's the record-setting one right there. Oh, the newest
Salamat po,
addition
Ate
to the Intrepid Museum, not so new anymore. But you know the space shuttle, the Enterprise? That was the prototype. It's on the flight deck of the Intrepid, underneath a big covered pavilion. There's also a missile launching submarine. So yeah, the museum is open every day. I think 10 to 5 during the week, extended hours on the weekends, I think till 6 o'clock
Hello,
on Saturdays.
Ma'am Beda Batikan. Ay, Dory Batikan.
Yeah, you know what I mentioned, we're gonna head south, down the Hudson. And as we kind of straighten out here, we guys want to take a look over to your right side. First of all,
Right side,
if you
right
look
side.
across the Hudson River, you're looking at the state of New Jersey. That is our sister state, New Jersey. Hey, this town directly across to your right, this is Weehawken.
The right side, it's Hudson River.
And this is the site of very famous.
Itong left side guys, itong left side nasa New York side. You're talking about the right side.
That all goes down
No,
to
talking
104.
talking
It
to
took
my-
place, yeah, just a little over your right shoulder, right here in Weehawken, New Jersey. You know what though, you guys want to get back over to getting back to your left. All right, first of all, coming up on your left side, you have this tremendous development project that's shaping up here on the far west side of the name of it is the Hudson Yards. And there's going to be 16 buildings going up here after all this said.
Opo, nasa ano kami, New York
You know,
ngayon
so
right
a
now.
combination of high-rise office
Ayan New York to guys.
apartments,
Ayan yung ano ng New York.
open public space.
Likod niya.
And if you look up ahead just a little bit to your left, there's a very interesting structure coming up. If you look sort of right through the center buildings, it looks like
Yeah, I see the Statue of Liberty over there.
The Statue
lack
of
of a
Liberty,
better
malapit
word,
na.
it's an observation deck. The name of it is the vessel. So you know the vessel.
Vessel, the vessel. Ay, yan po yung the vessel guys. Yan, yung, yan parang pabasa.
So right now, yeah, that vessel is broken on this. Interesting design, English designer.
Ayan yung
Thomas
vessel.
Edison is the architect. And with that vessel is 154 interconnecting platforms. Right, you got 2,500 steps that would weave their way up to the top.
Yan po yung the vessel.
By the way, though, if you look behind that vessel, look at your left shoulder, and actually you see the tallest building here at the Hudson Yards. It's an office building. The address is 30 Hudson. But if you look just a few floors down from the top, you see it looks like a little ledge sticking out. So that ledge is now the highest outdoor observation deck in New York City. The name of it is the Edge. hockey rinks, bowling alleys. Yeah, there's a television studio here too. And this is where they film two of the longest running television. All right, going a little bit farther south, we're approaching what is Pier 59. You can really identify this pier. You see the high netting, the fencing surrounding it. So this is a 4-level golf driving range. Practice your golf swings. So yeah, there's 4 levels. Each golfer has their own individual computerized automatic ball together system. And a lot of history with the Chelsea piers. 110 years ago, the Titanic, bound for New York City on her maiden voyage. She was going to dock with these golf driving ranges now. Yeah, the original destination.
Guys, naririnig niyo ba yung nagsasalita? Tour guide.
The survivors of the Titanic were brought to New York City on a vessel named the Happy, and she tied up at Pier 54. So that original pier is gone. It's been replaced by this new Pier 55, and you want to take a look up ahead to your left. Another very interesting pier. So this one here, it's made up of over 130 of these concrete pods on these concrete pilings. And yeah, there's rolling hills, planted trees. The name of it is Little Island.
Guys,
Hey, by the way, we saw that, the vessel at the Hudson Yards, Thomas Ellison.
Little Island.
Created this little island here too. There's a venue for concerts and theatrical performances. I mentioned except one structure remains from that old pier. That's the main entrance, and that's still here. And wow, this is going to get right in our way here, but once this tanker gets out of the way, it'll turn the barge. You're going to see there's a yellow crane as the vessel passes. There's that yellow crane right there, and as you go to the left of the yellow crane, behind the pilings of Pier 55 is a rusted iron arch. And look, if you walk by it, it's fading out, but you're going to see the words, the names White Star, Canard Lines, they were rival companies, but they merged in 1934. But yeah, this was up to the old There is an Italian architect, his name is Restrooms. He designed it opening about 7 years ago now, the new Whitney Museum. And just a little bit left shoulder right off the waterfront, there's a 9-story kind of silvery glass building. So yeah, that's the new one. And you guys want to take a real quick look at your right side? New Jersey. First of all, this is Hoboken, New Jersey. Hoboken City, New Jersey. Hoboken is the birthplace of Frank Sinatra. And that is the highlight of our cruise tour. This is as far as I'm concerned, but this is where it all began for old Blue Eyes and chairman of the board. I don't know if you've heard of the King Folks Carlos Bakery, but his original shop is in Hoboken. Like 3 streets up from the river here is Washington Street, and that's where you're going to find Carlos Bakery. He's opened up some outposts. His original shop is in Hoboken. Hey, one last thing, if you look up ahead to your right, you can see the clock tower above the Erie Locomotive Truck. Beautiful old building, 150. It's got the original Tiffany ceilings in it too. And it's still very active. You see there's a string of commuter boats, New York Waterway. So they'll shuttle you across the Hudson, get you over to Manhattan. And real quick, you guys want to get back over to Manhattan on your left side. We're now opposite Greenwich Village. So this is the village. And do you know that Greenwich Village Center, all of the main streets have renamed? Where, like, from the village north, you have number streets. This actually happened in 1811. To make life easier, this is when they created the grid system, where you have street numbers that go east and west, and your path used to be north and south. So yeah, really from the village on down, off some fresh air every 90 seconds. So yeah, on the Manhattan side, the tunnels, I guess you can get out straight
Wala nang cycles.
Just northwest of us, which got its name from its actors. Yeah, we do sound like Canal Street. Trifecta stands for Triangle People Canal Street. It's a designated Wall Street, more or less forms a little triangle that's below river. And you know, actor Robert De Niro, he spearheaded the Trifecta Film Festival. And you know, that festival was really created to bring business and really life back to all of that after September 11th. And if you look up ahead to your left side,
Kalamitan po
you're
to
looking
sila
at
po
what's
yun.
now the
Kaya
tallest building in the Western Hemisphere. This is the Freedom Tower. This is number one. World Trade Center. Yeah, this is where the attacks took place on September 11th.
Tayo, World Trade Center.
And of course, they've been rebuilding the World Trade Center. And yeah, kind of highlighted, you know, by this Freedom Tower. So the official address, you know, number one, World Trade Center. There will be. There were seven buildings that made up the original World Trade Center complex, including the Twin Towers, of course. They were number one in them. So there were seven buildings that collapsed on or after September 11th that made up that complex. So ultimately, they were, you know, rebuilt seven. And most of them were up and running within the years. But yeah, this number one here, the tallest of the seven. In fact, if you look up top, there's a tremendous communication antenna. And if you can see the aerial tip of the antenna, there's a stainless steel spire. When that spire was installed, this is going back to the end of 2013. That's when this building topped out. And by the way, you know, the height of this building is 1,776 feet. And that number, of course, the significance of earthquake major in 1776, and that is the height of this one. And they got a two-level observation deck up there too. I think it's a 47-second elevator right up to the top. Yeah, tallest building in the United States. This is Jersey City. It's the harbor side of Jersey City. Tallest buildings in the state of Jersey City. The first floor approaching. Few floors down from the top, 99 Hudson condos, apartments. So this building topped out a few years ago about 900 feet. If you go a little bit farther south, up ahead here, right, there's a very tall, dark glass building. That's Goldman Sachs. And this building held the title for tallest in Yeah, if you look up ahead to your right side, there's a very big clock. You'll notice the Colgate signage. The clock used to sit up top of the Colgate company here. That company relocated 30 years ago. They left the clock here. And by the way, this clock happens to be the world's largest freestanding single-piece clock. And I don't know exactly how many freestanding single-face clocks there are in the world, but apparently that's the biggest one. Probably the only one. It measures over 50 feet in diameter. And if you keep looking at this clock, the minute hand on this clock jumps 3 feet every minute. And you don't have to keep looking. It will move eventually. Hey, you know Bruce Springsteen, born and raised in New Jersey, right? He's got 3 kids. His daughter won the silver medal at the Olympics, part of the equestrian team. He has a son named Sam. A couple of years ago, became a firefighter stationed here in Jersey City.
Good night po, Ma'am Rosemary. Good
There is
night.
a September 11th memorial. It's actually straight across to your right. It's in 2 twin column walls side by side. In fact, as we pass it, you'll see the image of the Twin Towers. Kind of came up quick. But this memorial, Bruce Springsteen released a song called Endless Sky. This memorial was dedicated to the New Jersey residents who died on September said that's responsible. No, this building on your right, it only marks the end of the Hudson River. We are leaving the Hudson River. This is the Upper Bay of New York. We're entering. And the Statue of Liberty is getting close. We're still a few minutes away. We'll be right up close to that statue.
It's okay.
And by the way, what
Gotta
was
get a
the
picture?
statue very well
Yeah,
from
picture
both
now.
sides of it.
Just two, or is it four?
Four.
Four? Okay, I'm gonna look right now. Okay.
Hold this for me.
But our captain,
Don't let it fly. So guys, malapit na kami sa Statue of Liberty.
Have some nice seats here. The sun deck in the back, sun's great. Right behind me on the second deck, there's this little outside balcony. But I'm looking all the way down now at the very front of the balcony. It's a great place for taking pictures, especially as we draw closer to the statue. So yeah, if you do want to check it out, take the stairs and get down to the main deck.
What happened? Dapat pala kita kangarap na doon sa kapatid kayo. Tapi ka pumunta. Oo, luwi mo rin pagtabi-tabi.
So yeah, hey, on your right side there's an island. Up next on your right, this is historic Ellis Island. This is the old immigration center of Ellis Island, which was the very first stop for over 12 million immigrants. And they would pass through this island, papers checked, physical examinations. Although it picked up the nickname Island of Tears because of the separation of families. Not everyone was processed. Some family members sent back home, so picked up the nickname Island of Tears. The first immigrant processed through here was a young girl from Ireland. Her name was Annie Moore. She was from County Cork, and she was 15 years old when she was processed through. January 1st, 1892. That's when this island opened. So it ran as the immigration depot through 1954, shut down. Of course, it's now a museum of immigration. And I know it's a little over your right shoulder, but you've got that beautiful French Renaissance style building at the north end of the island. Back in the day, that was the main hall. It's now the main museum. And by the way, Ellis Island, Liberty Island, they were closed for months because due to the pandemic.
Liberty,
They've been open now about a year and a half now. And we're inching our way closer to the Statue of Liberty, but she's standing tall right here in the center of the hall. We've got the Statue of Liberty.
Dad! Yeah, Statue of Liberty.
So the statue was a gift, from the people of France to the people of America. She was designed by a sculptor. His name was Frederick Auguste Bartholdi. He also gave her original title. Of course, she's known as the Statue of Liberty, but her official title, Liberty Enlightening the World. The Eiffel Tower in Paris, France, designed by Gustave Eiffel. That same engineer designed the inner support frame of the statue. And her exterior? She is made of copper. This copper coming from Norway. And I'm going to say it's like 1/8 of an inch thick. But really, if you press 2 pennies together, basically that's the thickness of the statue. In fact, they say she's made up of like over 9 million pennies, but after years of exposure to the element, she's oxidized. You know, she's turned green. It took 30 years for her to be turned. And they left her this way too. It acts as a protective coating. Yeah, officially unveiled October the 28th, 1886. So I just wanted to mention, this is going back to 2012, but we got hit with this hurricane, Sandy. It was nicknamed Superstorm Sandy. It was a devastating storm here in the Northeast. So that storm, of course, it affected the Statue of Liberty Island was closed for 8 months after the storm. And you know, during the peak of that storm, there was this massive water surge. And at one point in time, 70% of Liberty Island was underwater. She was without power for months. And look, they had to work along the support wall, along the perimeter. Even parts of the stone pedestal. There's actually 2 docks, 2 piers. There's one on your right side and one at the back end. They were destroyed. But yeah, the storm hit, it was the end of October 2012, but they got the island back up and running just in time for July 4th weekend 2013. But did a nice job. I think.
You know.
And you'll notice in her left arm, she cradles this tablet, you know? Inscribed across the face of the tablet, it reads July 4th, 1776, the Declaration of our Independence.
Picturean ko pa. Oh, here, so close.
In her right hand, you know, she carries that torch of freedom. And by the way, that's not the original torch. They had taken the old one down. It was in 1984. Really in preparation for her 100th birthday in 1986. And by the way, you know, the old torch was made of glass, and it was a registered lighthouse in this hall. So this one here is actually covered with gold. There's 24 karat gold leaf. They light it up at night. These lights and all. When that gold up there looks as though it shines day and night. Just to answer a quick question, if you do want to visit the island, towards the back end of the island, you see the Statue of Liberty Ellis Island ferries. Those get you directly to those islands. You pick them up at Liberty State Park, New Jersey, Battery Park, Nevada. So yeah, you know what, we're going to turn here. We'll see the statue from the left side of the boat. As we make this turn, I don't know if you guys want to take a look to your left, but I think you're going to get a nice picture here too if that boat looks out of the way, but you get a pretty good shot at the Manhattan skyline from here. We're all the way out here on the bay. So as we turn, it's just going to kind of open up, a little postcard shot right there, especially of the city cruises.
It's okay. Guys, nag-return yung boat. Ayan, nag-return kami.
All right, we're going to swing around here. We'll take one last peek at the statue from the left side. A little traffic.